It's about to get dirty.
We've already heard that song 100 times, just like that.
Wait a minute, motherfucker.
You said a dirty word.
You see that? I'm smart, stunning.
You are now tuned in to the Dirty Word. Dirty Word.
All right, so let's get into it, Mr. Hosier. Tell us how you got started into the country rap genre.
How did I get started?
Yeah.
Back in like 2016, my mother had passed away from brain cancer, and my twins had died the next day. My buddies and all that, they was really worried about me. I've been clean for like 6 years when all that shit had happened, and they was real worried about me, like going downhill and this and that. And one of my buddies had brought over the movie NWA that was all going on, and he was like, "Hey man, you gotta check this movie out." I was like, "All right," so we sat down and watching it. I used to do music back in the day. I just quit doing it after my father had passed. I used to do it like 4 years before that, but I quit doing music or whatnot. And my buddies were like, "Man, you should get back into music, man." Or let's watch the video. I'm like, "Man, I could do this, man, if I really put my mind to it." They was like, "Well, why don't you get back into it?" So I went to the house. I was like, "Man, I just can't really write about the stuff that like I did back then, so I don't really do that no more, you know." I went to prison and changed my whole life and shit when I came home. And I just wasn't the same person no more. So my buddy's like, "Well, why don't you talk about like the things you did like when you was younger, you know?" I got busted with a meth lab when I was like 14 years old, man. And I lived in a really small town, like the town I still live in now. Only like 2 stoplights, maybe 3 stoplights. I got introduced to a whole other lifestyle. I went to like Pendleton Boys School. I got introduced to a lot of shit that I never knew nothing about, man. I was always a good fighter, but never was a small person. You know, I was a big guy when I was a kid. So I got into like a lot of fighting and dumb crazy shit as a youngster. But anyways, I told him, I was like, "Man, I'm not going to be able to write about that kind of stuff." He's like, "Well, just write about your childhood stuff." So I went home and I wrote a song called Long Bumpy Road, and I put it out. And I was getting ready to go back to work that week. At that time, I was working for the union. And in the wintertime, they would get you laid off, and they get like unemployment. And whenever the weather warms back up, you go back to work. Well, I was going to go back to work that week. I put it out, and my phone was just kind of, you know, I could tell that it was doing well. I was like, "Man, I might actually have something here." And I put it out and started rolling with it. And I was like, "Man, this is actually going to be good." But I worked too many hours. I was working like 60 hours a week on the highway department. I wasn't able to like chase music all like that. I was like, "Man, fuck this. I'm going to quit my job." So I quit my job, and everybody's like, "You're crazy, man. I can't believe you're doing this." I was making like $30 an hour. And I was like, "You're an idiot, you know, blah, blah, blah." And I just got a new house out in the country, and my tax check, I pretty much bought all new shit inside my house. I just gave it all away, man. Everything in my house, everybody's like, "You're crazy." Like, he's losing his mind with my mom and all that shit. I was like, "Watch, that shit's going to come back in tenfold one day." I moved out of my house into my car, and I lived in my car for a couple of weeks, and I wrote and recorded my album, my very first EP, Long Bumpy Road. My buddies were like, "Why are you living in your car? You live with me." I was like, "Man, just to make me work harder to get the fuck out that car."
Hell yeah.
So I put that out, and I started working on an album, and it was called Pave My Way. And, in between time, I started, you know, gaining some notoriety from, you know, some bigger artists, and I worked with them and put a few features on my very first album. And it hit like on 4 national Billboard charts, and I was like, wow, you know. And I started doing these modding events with the guy, and me and him fell out, and I started doing my own, and I was nervous about it, and started doing them, and literally it just kind of all just took off, man. It's been like a domino effect ever since it all started with me. Like, everything's just kind of like always fell into place, you know. I've always worked my ass off. I've never been like the type of person to ever do anything in life half-assed. No matter if it was selling weed or fucking doing music or working or whatever it was. Anything in life you do half-assed, you're always going to get a half-assed result, you know?
Yes, sir.
100%.
Well, man.
But yeah, that's how I got started, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got similar humble beginnings about myself, too, bro. I kind of related to you, man. I was watching you from the jump, like, you know, we was doing a little thing, and I was watching you when you first really kind of was getting out there, and I was like, yeah, he'll be something one day. And I knew that it was going to happen, so it happened.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, I see you all over the place now, man. What were the name of the mudding events you were doing?
Ones I do now is called Mud Junkies. The ones that I started doing last year. I did my very first one in April and had thousands of people at it. And I used to do some beforehand. It was a different event. The one I started doing by myself it's called Mud Junkies. I just had one this last weekend in Mississippi, man. It was wild.
Oh yeah, Mississippi's always a fun time. Yeah, where y'all heading to next?
Mississippi's one of the funnest states to party in.
Oh yeah. It ain't much riding through that motherfucker. I know you've been on that long stretch there between Mississippi when you got to go to like through Georgia and all that shit from heading down this way. It's like the mountain area right there. I don't know the name of that fucking road right there. But it seems like I always see the sunrise or the yeah. It's just the highway, and it like touches Mississippi, goes back into Tennessee a little bit.
It's the fucking Natchez Trace, man. That shit sucks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And so every time I rode through there,
like 150 miles.
Yeah, no shit. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's just so beautiful," but fucking, hey, after a long period of time, man, it's just like you're like, all right, enough with the fucking rivers and mountains, you know.
So what's the goal for this year? What do you plan on doing, accomplishing this year?
I'm gonna try to hit on everything that I try to do, man. I always try to like set the bar not too high, but just high enough to where it's something really cool. So what I'm trying to do is this year, man, on my next album, when I put my first solo album out, I just want to try to beat all the stats that I had from that first album. That's my number one goal. To do that first.
You set the bar pretty high on the first one.
Really, man,
I said you set the bar pretty high on the first one.
Yeah. I feel like it's going to be done with ease, man. I really feel like people are really going to enjoy the new album. It's going to be a lot of everything, man. It's really good. I've got some blues on it. It's got some country on it. Rock and roll on it. It's got a little bit of everything on it, man. It's really, 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 really good. And I got some really good producers working with me on it. Got a few big names on it. Some ones that people probably never even seen coming, but it's going to be pretty cool.
Is all that still confidential information at this point?
Yeah. It sucks, man. I wish I could tell somebody, because I want to tell so much stuff, man. I can't tell you.
Yeah, so I see you working, man. Where you were in the studio. It looked like a pretty popping studio. Had the George Strait joints all over the wall or whatever. So what you got going on there, man?
George Strait Publishing Company, where it's at. They do a lot of writing and cutting demos and stuff where that was at.
Are you getting into the writing game, man?
Yeah. I'm getting ready to get rid of a few songs and got a bunch of stuff getting ready to go on, man.
So you're just right there at that point.
It's pretty cool, man. My goal is to try to take this genre of music to a whole nother level. So instead of like Class B, Class C level, I want to take this genre of music to a Class A level and be on the big stages with all these big people, so people will take this genre of music serious, you know? That's why a lot of people talk shit. Because it's like all these little bars and mud balls, this and that. Well, I want to take it to a level to where it's like 25,000 people standing in front of you, you know, with lights on their phones.
So man, you gotta think though, bro. Like rap at some point was just a few people doing it, you know, and everybody laughed at it and said it was some stupid shit and it never would work. And I mean, now rap is what people listen to. Period. You know what I mean? I know you know as well as I do at the Mud Parks. We were out there, we're banging the straight up country rap shit. Now, whenever I first started touring, you know, with Moccasin Creek and Smo and all them back in the Gap, it was the music they were listening to was they were over there bumping like Kevin Gates and shit and Lil Wayne, you know, they were listening to rap.
For real.
And so I knew that, like, you know, they really liked rap music. I think they just felt more like country rap spoke to them more personally, so they felt like they could actually follow it, you know. And now, like, since,
it makes them feel part of it.
Yeah, and now it's like it's just fucking took off, you know, and it's like now you got the young people involved, and that's where everything. And when the young people get involved, man, I believe it's the same fucking crowd of people that are into fucking Kid Rock, that are into fucking Kevin Gates. You know, it's just a hybrid form of music, and you know, I really think it's gonna take off. I think it'll integrate with rap eventually, you know.
Yeah, certain people that we can reach too, man. Like that's job security, man. By that I mean like you get them younger people involved in it, man. They're gonna fuck with you for the rest of the time being, you know.
Yeah.
Fuck with you for a long period of time, you know.
Yeah. Have you noticed a change in like seeing more young people at the shows? Has it? You know, when I first got started, man, it was a lot of oil field workers and shit that were going to these ATV parks, and it was, you know, grown people, you know, in their late 30s, early 40s that were in the crowd mostly. And I mean, have you seen that it's changed and it's a younger crowd now?
Oh yeah, man. It's fuck. Like I'll do shit like under like all age shows, man. I only do one show that's an all age show. It's about 20 minutes from my hometown. It's the only one I've really done on a regular basis. Because it's one venue I love doing it, man. Because they'll bring out their kids because that one I don't. I mean, it's like PG-13 as all can be. Whenever I do that show, just because around my area I do have a lot of like younger kids listening to my music, so that I give them an opportunity to come see me at that venue. You know, so it's like crazy because you'll be in there, man. There'll be just as many kids as there is adults.
Yeah.
Like holy shit, man.
You'll sell the fuck out of merchandise. That's why all age events are fucking merchandise cash cows.
Yeah, it's crazy to me, man. It's just nuts how wide a variety of the ages there is. Because I mean, I've seen kids from little kids to people in their 60s out there at those things. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's what makes it so beautiful, man. I stood one night on a stage and I looked out across the crowd and I looked out and I swear to God I had a guy with like a fucking rebel flag hat on backwards, and he was like locked up with a handshake with this hood ass black dude, and they were fucking sitting there dancing their asses off, shaking hands, and I was like, boom, there's what we do right here in country rap. You know, everybody comes together for this shit because it's like a big melting pot of fucking music, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy. Cause like, I got a lot of black friends, you know, like, they're like, hey, man, you think it's all right if I come out to these things? And I'm like, hell yeah, man. Nobody gonna say shit. Whenever you do them, it's like, I would rather do a mudding event show than a venue show any day of the week.
Oh, fuck yeah,
just
man.
because, for one, it's fun as hell. You get to go out there and have a good time. I don't drink at them or nothing like that, just because the simple fact is, like, it's my event, and something fucked up happens, if somebody gets hurt, they're gonna want to talk to whoever's doing it, and I mean, if my kid got ran over, I gotta go talk to the guy at the event, and he's all fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take too time to that.
Yeah, that's.
But with the business, man, like one time, pretty much like what you just said, man. I went up on the hill one time when I was doing one of them. I sat back and I just looked and I was like, this isn't a party no more. So I used to get fucked up at them, man. We'd be hammered, fucking drunk at them. So I stood up on the hill one day, and I just looked out and I was like, man, this is like a business now. Like, so I need to handle it like a business, you know?
Yeah.
Still have fun, but handle it like a business.
Yeah, no doubt. And I mean, these mud park people, they're not fucked up, man. They'll come out there and they'll party their fucking balls off. I try to tell, I got Cecil and Sandman here. They've never really officially been to one. They went out and checked out Demon's concert. He did a show in Jonesboro last weekend, right?
Yeah, Saturday.
And they, you know, and so they got a little small dose of the culture, but I want to get them out to one of these dope ass fucking, you know, one of these fucking mud park shows, man, and show them what we really do out there, man. It's something that, unless you're there and you experience it, you know, you can't really explain it. You know, it's just a bunch of crazy motherfuckers having fun. So.
Yeah, I got another one coming up in just a few weeks in Indiana.
Man, we need to get to fucking Indiana.
Yeah, I need a weekend
Yeah,
off.
it's April 6th and 7th, man. It's going to be packed.
Man. Well, so Indiana, and then you come in. Where's after Indiana?
Indianapolis the next weekend, and then I'll be in Ohio at Columbus, Ohio, at Alarosaville on April 14th. Then I think the next week after that, I got another money event in Illinois.
Damn. So you're moving, working, man. That sounds good, bro. So I guess you know the elephant in the room that everybody wants to talk to you about. And I heard them. I've watched a little bit. I really don't pay much attention to it, to be just completely 100 with you. But the Up Church, Adam Calhoun, Hosier. I don't even really know who beefs with who.
Man. Like when it all popped off, it really blew my mind, quite frankly. Whenever it happened, man, it was the night of my birthday. Me and Adam, we were fucked up, you know, like especially me. I mean, it was my birthday, and it was the album release party that me and him had done for our album Made in America. And I mean, it was packed, man. It's pretty much sold out. And we got out the next day. People were like, "Damn, Chris, you guys were wild last night." They had said something about the Upchurch thing being said, and I was like, did I say it? The person I told people that I'd asked is, I can't remember this and that.
So let me ask you right here before you go any further.
Later on that day, I get a thing from Upchurch. He's like, "Hey man, heard you was talking shit about this show." I was like, "Hey man, I really don't remember. It is what it is. You know me, you don't get along, but I mean, I should have probably said it on stage, but I really don't remember. But I mean, what's said has been done, so it is what it is." I'm like, okay, whatever. But pretty much like blew it off, kind of. Well, then like a week later, I had seen some shit like on the internet, like somebody that he fucks with talking shit, and I got on there and chimed in a little bit. And then next thing I know, I get a message from him, and he's like, "You've got 10 minutes and 45 seconds to apologize, or I'm going to ruin your career." I was like, "Bro, I don't care about your fucking countdown, so whatever it is you're going to try to do, go for it." So
Bro,
then,
is he?
5 minutes later, he's like, "You've got 5 minutes and 20-odd seconds." I was like, "Bro, quit with the countdown thing. Like, whatever you're going to do." So he does. He puts his song out, right?
Yeah.
Whole day goes by. Next day, whole day goes by. About 4 in the morning, he messaged me on Instagram. He's like, "Hey, man, we should have done this, blah, blah, blah. There was to put the song out. We'll just get on a live video. Say that we should have done this, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, all right. This is at 4 in the morning. I wake up like noon. Go to bed, I wake up at noon. First person I call, Adam Calhoun. Call Adam Calhoun. I'm like, "Hey, man, church is like kind of being funny. Like, I don't know why you want to put this song out. Like, I kind of feel like I have to put the song out. He already put one out about me. Like, I feel like I have to." He was like, "Oh, well, I just think he's like trying to help you out, man." I'm like, "What do you mean help me out?" Why? He started singing different tunes to me. Like, he was all about like fuck him at the time too. But then like all of a sudden, in the backlash that I was getting, he was singing different tunes to me. And I said something. I was like, "Hey man, like, you sure everything's all right? Like, kind of singing a different tune, man. Like, what's good?" Like, no man, blah blah blah. I'm like, all right. About 20 minutes goes by. Upchurch messaged me. "Fuck you. So you're telling people that I'm worried about you putting the song, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, okay, well, now I know Adam Calhoun. Just talked to him because that's the only person I talked to that day. I call Adam. I'm like, "Oh, we were better than that." He was like, "What you mean?" I was like, "Come on, man. Don't play dumb with me, man. You literally just called Upchurch and told him what I just said to you." He's like, "No, I didn't. I'm like, "Bro, yes, you did. It's like me and you committed murder, and somebody finds out about it. I know I didn't tell nobody. That lets me know that you told somebody, you know?"
Yeah.
He's like, no. Well, I was like, fuck it. Well, what I want to do was, that happened, I was like, well, I'm going to put this video out, the music video out to the song. I know I'm going to Upchurch, so I know it's going to, obviously, I'm going to probably get fucking demolished on social media because his social media is so big.
Yeah.
But I'm getting ready to do this. Next thing I know, Adam Calhoun's like, I'm not going down. He sends me a text message. He's like, "I'm not going down on your sinking ship," right? I'm like, "What the fuck's he talking about?" So he like jumped ship to Upchurch after all this shit happened. So I'm like, okay, I mean, what is what it is. Next thing I know, my video guy calls me. He's like, "Hey, before I put the song out," that's right. Before I put the song out, video calls me. He's like, "Hey man, I got a video from the whole show from start to finish with no cuts or whatnot. Like recorded for the whole fucking show." He's like, "You weren't even talking about Upchurch. It was Adam Calhoun the whole time talking about it." I'm like, "Oh, really?" So I messed up church. I'm like, "You got 10 minutes, 45 seconds to apologize. I'm gonna beat your ass, right?" He's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "I'm about to send you this video. You're gonna apologize to me." I sent him the video. It's like blatantly says, Adam Calhoun's like, "Fuck Upchurch. I'm gonna slap the taste out of his mouth," or some shit like that. I sent it to him, and his response to me was, "Fuck you." I'm like, "What do you mean, fuck you?" He's like, he rambles off something like you know what it was. And I was like, "Well, that'd be like me being mad at my neighbor for shooting my dog. Come to find out, my son's the one who shot my dog, but me still be mad at my neighbor, right?"
Yeah.
And he just wanted to like continue on with it, and then since then, they just tried to I don't know if they thought they were going to ruin me or what they thought they was going to be able to do with that, because I think their egos are just media platforms are, and Upchurch is a very hard-working motherfucker.
Yeah.
Do I think he is everything he says he is? No. Do I think that he's a bad motherfucker? No. I think that if anybody walked up on him, and I think the very first time that it happens and he gets walked up on, he's probably going to get the shit beat out of him. He's going to realize that you can't talk that bad motherfucker shit if you ain't a real bad motherfucker, you know?
You damn right. You will get your bluff called. They don't realize that shit.
It'll happen sooner or later, you know? Like somebody always gets tested, you know?
Oh, yeah. Man, I kind of, like I said, I just dabbled in and out of it and pay a little bit of attention. I thought my overall opinion, like Calhoun, like it seems like he's kind of playing that middleman position just to,
Tough.
just
riding the waves. Super tough.
Yeah, like, and I mean, I don't really get it because I mean, but then again, I do. Everybody wants to be a part of something, and it's just really shitty though, because to hear you telling me y'all were at a fucking show together. Here you are, boys, getting drunk together on your birthday. I don't fuck with too many people.
And that's what fucked with me more than anything. Like, the whole situation, I didn't give a fuck. I was like, okay, it is what it is. It hurt me more. Like, about the whole upchurch thing, I didn't give a fuck. At that point in time, I don't like you. I didn't like you then, and I still don't.
Yeah.
But the thing with Calhoun, it fucked me because I looked at the dude like my brother. I mean, he came into my home. I came into his home. I slept on his couch. I slept on my couch. We did an album together. It was fucking extremely successful.
Yeah.
And we charted for a single. We charted for our album. And then he wants to fuck it off because he was so worried about what everybody was saying.
Yeah.
Even when we put our music out, he would call me like, man, people are saying this. People are saying that. I'm like, bro, who gives a fuck what people are going to say? People are going to say shit when you're on that big of a platform. But look at all these people that do like it.
Well, and that's what...
He was so worried about numbers. Like he would call me every 15, 20 minutes. Hey, did you see the numbers? No, I didn't see it, man. I didn't really give a fuck about the numbers. I care about gaining more fans and making money. That's what I do this for.
There's certain people, man, that get so caught up in that side of the bullshit, the glory and the fucking fame of it, that they forget that at some point, man, you just making music and putting it out. We're fucking blessed. I know you remember a time, bro.
Yeah.
You remember a fucking time when you were putting out music and shit and nobody would fucking listen to it. You know what I mean? Like, I would be tickled, bro, if I got 100 fucking views on a YouTube video of some song I was doing. And then to go from that.
Sometimes people just get too big for their britches, man.
Yeah, man. Well, it's such a fucking...
like how they felt when all this shit began. I've never been one of those kind of people to ever hold myself on any kind of pedestal. I'm just very proud of myself for what I've done, and I'm very gracious to have people that supported me and stood by my side through the whole thing. Then people that get so big, they start acting different. They didn't get charged for meet and greets. Now they want to charge for meet and greets, and they're not Kenny Chesney or no shit.
Yeah.
I can see when you're going into a venue and you're getting 1,500, 2,000 people in a venue. But if you're in there and you only got 500 people in a venue and you're trying to charge people, if you get done, you make $5,000 a show. And you can't sit in there, you're done by 12:30, and you can't sit in there for 2 hours afterwards. You spend $5 fucking grand, you're a bitch in my eyes.
Yeah, no doubt.
And you don't appreciate what you're getting,
Yeah. Well, I mean, at what fucking point, bro, do we get to where we're people and we say that for me to just go out here and shake these hands of these motherfuckers that just paid to see me, I'm going to charge them again.
Right.
I'm going to charge them one more time. You know what I mean?
In the world.
I'm going to milk them.
At one time. Instead, they come to watch your show, man. And how could you not want to shake their fucking hand for that? I love it because I get to hear people's different stories and shit. That's just the mudding event. Like, I meet so many different people and shake hands and hear cool-ass stories. One of the coolest ones, this guy was like, he messaged me after my mudding event. He's like, man, I just want to thank you, because me and my son used to have a horrible fucking relationship. He was like, the very first time that you brought your event, he's like, I took my son there, and ever since then, me and him bonded so well, and our relationships, they got a lot better, and to this day, they're still, super cool.
Yeah.
I thought that was really fucking neat.
Oh, bro, there's all kinds of little things like that make it all worthwhile. I know that, they tell you to stay out of them fucking comments for the most part on your videos, because...
Fuck that, that's where the engagement's at.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I try to get on there, man. Well, I started revolving my life around too much. It was like, especially my Snapchat, because that's still what I fuck with really tough with Snapchat. I just be messaging you know?
Yeah.
I tell you, man, you keep doing that, that shit pays off big time in the end.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, man, people appreciate that shit, man.
They love it.
Yeah, Cecil, man, I didn't let you in on this, but he's a big time marketing guy, man. He's real good at the ad building. He studies a lot of y'all's work and everything, and just always tells me about how you could do little things to twerk shit. So you and him ought to talk sometime, man. He's he runs the company we work for and does a real good job at it. So I like he always likes to.
Sure.
Yeah, they'll teach you a thing or two, man. You know, we never thought it would come to that. You know, I guarantee you never did think, you know, back in the day, sitting around doing whatever it was you were doing, you know, being a knucklehead, that one day you would put out fucking music and you would see your name on Billboard charts, see yourself doing these big ass shows.
Bro, like, I'm fucking a year and a half, a little over a year and a half ago, I was living in fucking 96 Intrepid, man. Now I'm sitting here in Las Vegas, you know. all money that I've made for fucking doing music and chasing my dream, you know. Like, I never thought in a million fucking years.
Bro, I
be
never.
sitting where I'm at, or even be where I'm at, or even accomplish the goals that I set and actually accomplish them. Like, it's pretty mind blowing.
Man, the first goal I ever set, bro, with money from music, I said, man, it was summertime and I just really was taking off to do a few shows. I said, man, I'm going to buy my kids clothes this year with rap money, you know? And I remember doing that shit, and I felt like, and it wasn't nothing but fucking $600 or $700 I was able to spend on clothes, but I felt like king of the fucking universe, you know what I mean, being able to do that. Because you don't understand, you know, and I know you agree, bro, being a musician, you go through so much fucking shit to get to another level that when you get to that other level, you really want to rub shit in everybody's faces and be like, look, bitch, you know what I mean? Like, you fucking told me I never would, and I did, bitch, you know? But then you got to turn into a politician, and you got to, you know, and you got to humble yourself because you don't want to get on that level because then you'll be out here charging people for fucking meet and greets, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's been several times, especially since all this shit's happened, where people have been like, oh, he broke, or his career's ended. I'm looking at my boys, like, we've been sitting around, I was like, man, these motherfuckers really don't want me to flex on them.
Yeah.
Because I will, but I don't want to do that because I'm not that kind of person.
Well, bro,
I've done pretty well for myself, man. I'm really proud of myself to be where I'm at in my life. And thank God for making that happen. And just always going to keep working my ass off to try to get further and further and further.
Yeah, man, no doubt, bro. Everybody's watching, man. I hear cats saying your name up here in Arkansas, bro, that not even really familiar with the genre of country rap. They'll be like, you know who he is, you know? And I'll be like, huh. And it always tickles me when people that don't even listen to the shit ask me questions like that because I know that you're making moves if they're seeing your moves down here in Arkansas, you know? So, yeah, man, keep up the good work on that end, bro.
No. Yeah, man, I appreciate that.
So when's the new album drop?
We're looking right around May.
May. Good stuff. What is it? Any big names? Anything rhyme with Schmo or the Racks?
Schmo is gonna be on it.
Boom.
Yeah.
King of the country.
I got, you ever heard of country music artists Lori Morgan and Keith Whitley?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, their son, Jesse Whitley, is a good buddy of mine. He's going to be on my album with me.
Uh-oh.
Looking like I may, I ain't going to tell you all, but it's going to be good.
I thought we had you going.
Almost at it.
Well, man, are you releasing a video anytime soon? You gonna drop a single anytime soon, or you just trying to?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to here in about the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna be getting it all done up, and we'll be pushing it probably out right around not long after my event. My first one coming up, not my first one, my second one of the year. By April 6th, I'm pretty sure we'll be dropping the next weekend after that.
Fuck yeah. Well, bro, I know you're going to keep on climbing. I can tell you got that hunger in your eyes. I like your backstory, man. It's something I can relate to. There's a few of us out here that relate to your backstory. You represent what I like to call the people, you know, what me and a couple other guys that I fucked with in the beginning that I really could tell were authentic and meant what they said. And, wasn't just trying to say whatever needed to be said. So, keep on doing your thing, man. Take this motherfucker to the top. And I'm proud of everything you done as an artist, big dog. And hopefully whenever you release this album and shit, bro, you'll come back and holler at us, man.
Hell yeah, I'm down, man. I truly appreciate you letting me come on the show.
Man, I appreciate you, brother.
All right,
Oh,
Hosier,
y'all
man.
fellas take care, man. I'm about to go throw some more dice, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
luck,
Win it
bro.
all.
All right, well, I'll holler at you guys. You guys take care.
See you,
All right,
buddy.
All right, later.
So that was Chris Hosier. So,
Dirty word of the day.
what is the dirty word of the day? What fucking cuss word describes today? I'll let shithead Sandman answer. What dirty word describes your day?
I can't disclose that information with you.
You're going to think too much on it. This is what we've been working on, bro. Your improv. Don't think. Just fucking blurt it out.
Don't over fucking think. Jesus.
Genital cunt.
Cunt.
Boom. Genital cunt. Cunt. Yeah, man, I'm excited. I want to get some more people on here. I want to fucking drill them with some questions. So Hosier basically said, in essence, he took the high road a little bit. He said, Upchurch and them keep stirring up the shit. I really don't think it's Upchurch. I think it's the Adam Cal, whatever the fuck guy.
We need to get him on here and find out.
No, he's probably too big for our show. That's
You
how they
think so?
think. Yeah, another
What
one.
about, let's get Redneck Rava.
Yeah,
Tyler.
I can get old Mr. Stowers on here and talk to him.
We find out the fucking real shit.
Yeah. So man, I want to do something different. Like I want to prank call motherfuckers or something on here. Like that. Can I?
We got to get everything fucking hooked up correctly.
Can we just prank us right now? Just some like random person, Just...
Why don't you just go sit over and play on fucking Snapchat? That's what you do.
So
At least Snapchat the fucking show and
Bro,
like
I
talk about
Snapchatted
the
like
show.
3 fucking times.
So
No,
let's
you've been
go
over there. Hey, yeah, what's
Let's
up,
go
bro?
ahead and ask it. The question of the day. The question of the week. Right? Let's ask, let's find out who's winning the debate.
Between them two guys,
Hosier?
Hosier. You've called him Hosier 4 or 5 times.
Hosier.
Butchered his fucking name the entire time you talked to him. Hey, Mr. Hosier. His fucking name is Hosier.
Yeah,
I tried to say it like 3 times so you could fucking hear me. I was like, Hosier. Hey, Mr. Hosier. And I'd look at you.
I'm a city boy.
Yeah.
So, is it Hosier? Is it
Like Hosier.
Hosier?
However you need to say it.
So the question of the day: who's to blame? Is it Hosier? Is it Adam? Or is it Ryan?
I think it's fucking... I think it's Adam Calhoun.
I know hearing Hosier's side of the story.
I've heard that actually. Not from Hosier, like these fucking hick-hoppers, man.
Prima donnas.
Well, they gossip, you know what I mean? Like one person knows one person, the other person, they all don't fuck with somebody. I'm not saying I don't know Hosier. He's not a part of anybody that I fuck with. So that's really my first time ever having like a legit
Discussion.
conversation with him. We've talked via text and Facebook and shit. But a lot of these guys, I mean, they got little circles, you know what I mean, that they belong to. And then these fucking circles, it's like, I don't like Austin, but I know you fuck with Austin. So I go over here and I'm like, fuck Austin, you know what I mean? And you go and tell him, and I know you're going to go fucking tell him, you know what I mean? So we use like pawns and people to do our dirty work, But, I mean, at the end of the day, man, these guys just need to get over themselves, half of them. I mean, they're just making fucking music. It's a competitive game. It's a competitive fucking industry. You might as well just keep it real from the jump. I used to tell people on the road, this is no shit, Cecil. I'd get up on there, we'd be backstage in the green room, whatever the fuck we had to work with. We didn't always have fucking green rooms, right? That's this new thing they got going here. We got a goddamn old dugout camper in the back, you know what I'm saying? So I'll tell these guys, I'd be like, if I was opening up and they were headlining, I'd be like, man, tonight, man, my only objective is to get up there and fucking smash your fucking teeth in on this stage. And they're like, huh? I'd be like, bro, I don't give a fuck what else happens, but when we leave this stage, I want them to think that I was way fucking better than you. And they'd be like, damn, it'd put people in check, you know what I mean? Because I'd tell them that, like, stare them down when I said it, And I guess that's why people think I'm a dickhead. But I mean, I wasn't being a dickhead. I'm just keeping it real. I usually say the shit that most people think. You know what I mean? And I would say this shit to any artist. You know, you can probably ask any artist I ever toured with, and they'll tell you, man, Big Chuck, he told me, you know, I'm gonna fucking kill you when I get on this stage. You know what I mean? Like, I would. If they set the bar, I'd set it fucking higher. You know. You talking about I had to pay for it too. You know, I was a big fat fucker, so I'd have to doop 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 doop, and I'd get out there and trot like a goddamn turkey.
Gobble gobble.
Yeah, look at this guy, man.
All right, that's a good episode, and that's it.